We're back on the CBA train because Sue,
that thing's still going?
I'm in a panic. It expires.
Expired
in 3 days. Everyone, they better get the deal done or there's not going to be a WNBA season.
I mean,
tell everybody it expires on October 31st. That would be so spooky. Is this normal?
This is normal.
Oh, thank God.
Everyone can take a deep breath.
I don't think any collective bargaining has ever gotten done on the date that is supposed to be done.
Why are you so panicked?
In every single field that has CBAs and does collective bargaining, there's never been one. Anyways.
Well, you're absolutely right.
Tell people what's normal.
True. That is true for the WNBA as well. I don't think there's been, in fact, I'm almost positive there has not been a WNBA CBA done on time. There's always been some sort of extension and pushback. So that will likely be the case here. Listen, we'll find out in a couple of days, but I think there'll be an extension. They'll continue to work on it. Mm-hmm. But this kind of gave us an opportunity to hop into a little bit of a history lesson, a touch more history, if you will.
Okay.
You like that?
I do. I see what you did there.
So for those that don't know, first CBA, 1999, kind of just started all out. Got to get unionized, got to start protecting players. Cool. Next CBA, which was my second year, was 2003. This one, almost a lockout. By the way, for those that don't know, if the league is the one that doesn't like things, it's called a lockout. If the players are the one, it's called a strike. I didn't know that.
Wow.
Yeah. But we usually just say lockout. Anyways, eventually got signed in April. Oh. And I vividly remember this because I was waiting to fly out to Seattle for training camp. And it was basically like, okay, it's April 20th, let's say. And they're like, all right, your flight's April 21st. A day would go by. Okay, your flight's the 22nd. It got pushed back for I don't even know, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days. Finally, things got done. David Stern did threaten to cancel the season. Something else to note, the WNBA was owned 100% by the NBA at that point. So David was kind of like the voice.
Yeah.
But we got it done. Free agency was introduced. Some vet minimums and minimum salaries in general, and we went to individual ownership, which brings us to the next CBA, 2008. This one was signed in January. So again, not on time.
A couple months extended.
Couple things happened. Player salaries increased that year, and they lowered the number of core years. As I was kind of looking up some tidbits, and we're almost through my CBA history lesson here, this was, what I'm about to read, was at the top of the release for the 2008 CBA being signed. The announcement follows a successful 2007 season in which the WNBA set attendance records for playoffs and finals and saw regular season attendance increase by 2%. Similarly, viewership of the WNBA playoffs on ESPN2 delivered an aggregate 15% increase year to year versus 2006, while average viewership of the WNBA finals increased by 12%. I could go on. Sound familiar? Isn't that interesting? Okay, we already know where we're going with that one. That brings us to 2014. Are we going to bring up that
Shapiro guy?
Probably. That brings up us to 2014. This one signed in March. What we got in this one was roster spots back to 12. For those that don't know, we actually started at 13. And then it dropped to 11. 12's hard enough with injuries. 11 was too difficult. We got that up to 12. There actually was in 2014. And I remember this, they put in a fine. Teams had the option to fine players if they came late from overseas. They didn't have to do it. They had the option. I think Bill Laimbeer tried to do it and everybody exploded and it didn't happen.
Bill was like, let me try this out.
They also added, for real, they also added a time off bonus. If you didn't go overseas, you could get a little cash. We went from having to room on the road to now if you have 5 years of service or more, you get your own room. And there was an increase in games to a possible 38. I don't think we got to 38 till much later, but a possible 38. And that's going to come back in this 2020 agreement, which we all know, we reference all the time. Mm-hmm. It was signed January. So it expired in October of 2019. It got signed in January of 2020 after an extension.
Affectionately known as the shirt before the shirt.
Well,
did you,
it's fuck. I don't mind. Sorry. There goes Megan. 100% maternity leave is what we got, plus a childcare stipend. All players got their own hotel rooms. All players also We're no longer in economy. We were in like economy plus, comfort plus, whatever you call it on whatever airline or better. All the money went up. We already talked about this last week, prioritization, the impact of that, how we were able to get more money. Plus, there was now a supermax, which allowed, what is called like the bird rights in the NBA. So if I'm in Seattle, it gives Seattle the ability to pay me more than another team could offer me, which was the regular max. So Seattle could give me super max, another team could give me regular max. That was meant to help in free agency. And what also went up, and I know a lot of people got their panties in a twist about the league going to 44 games this year. That was negotiated in this CBA. The league always had the right to go to 44. So the money we negotiated for was actually at a 44 game season. But what we didn't foresee was that the calendar would stay the same. Like that the schedule wouldn't be extended, right? We wouldn't get more days, more weeks if it went to 44. But players didn't get less money by us going to 44, just to kind of put that misconception. And yes, this is why we call this CBA, the CBA before the CBA. You can see all the things that were done in comparison to previous. It was really the one that set the foundation for hopefully this one to be amazing. And there you have it, folks.